Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Let's do this. I've got to be patient, baby. Just got to be patient.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This will be fielded at the 17. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run with Patterson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
first down. Patterson, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
On the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky escaping the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action. Now Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. It's
2nd and 7 from the 9.
2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And he's got it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. So let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Vikings, nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Cousin. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Cousins gives way to Cook. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Smith in on the tackle.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Danny Trevathan on the tackle.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
A 27-yard attempt.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down. It's Patterson, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first down, Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
38 yards on the scamper there.
First down, Minnesota.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The line prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Ginn out wide. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Trubisky to throw again. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Eric Henry.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Another
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
brings up 2nd and
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To throw is Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And the Vikings
first down. Here's the run with Cook. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Cousins pass.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. $13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run it again with Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Down by Akeem Hicks. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Vikings.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Cook on the carry.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins, going for Jefferson downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Now Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked up by Anthony Harris. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
2nd and 10.
Second down, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
First down, here's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins again. And complete, right side to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Now Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Cousins to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were on the field, but okay, I see you. Third, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and... Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Once more, they turn to Patterson. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So this one in the win.